Hello, friend.
Let's go.
Hi guys, my friends on YouTube. Hope you're doing great. Just as great as I am. Today, it's actually not just any day, as I always say, when it's the monthly Saturday when I attend to our Orchid Society meetings. And I always bring a couple of orchids with me home, so if I won them, or if I bought them, or if I, well, never mind, stole them, no. Doesn't matter. Always seems to be a couple of orchids richer after that monthly occurring meetings. I had to get a couple of orchids. So I figured, why not start with this one? Yeah, I'm not sure, but I believe that a couple of you guys might recognize this orchid as a dendrobium, don't you? But it's not just any, as I said before, dendrobium. It's the Dendrobium nobile species, yes? It's from the very same area as all the rest of, not all of the rest, but many of the other dendrobiums are. Southeastern part of Asia, Himalaya, and that area, yeah, quite widely spread. It's a widely spread species, yes. I'm holding these buds, well. It's nice that I didn't break them on my way home. This one had to be transported in my car without any wrapping paper. And there's a lovely little history to her, which connects her to the Gothenburg Botanical Gardens. This is a division from the mother plant, which has been originally grown in the Botanical Gardens. So our local vendor has got a little division from that plant, that old Dendrobium nobile species, many years ago. And when I asked her how old this one was, she said, count the pseudobulbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so around 5 years. It's been growing on with one pseudobulb a year. I read the species are known for dropping all of the leaves during the resting period. But I cannot see no wrinkles to the pseudobulbs. They are still plump. Look like they're filled with water liquid. Really, really moisturized. So they're really taking up the water fast. And this one didn't drop its leaves. So she's blooming from an old cane, it seems. Yeah, branching out there and there. And to the top of that leafless cane. So, well, these are leafless. This one is a bit more complicated to grow, they say. The nobile hybrids that you can find at the local garden centers most of the times. Look at her. So gorgeous. And she's lovely scented as well. But she needs a dry winter rest, cooler and brighter. Even more than the other one. And I think she's got the characteristic growing pattern of the winter resters. So Maybe she differs a bit. I'm not sure. The future will tell if she differs in a growth habit to the Nobile hybrids. Normally, Nobile hybrids are normally, but in some cases, the hybrids will come out with a good amount of new growth during this period. So you need to continuously water them. As for example, Dendrobium nobile wild baby. I will give you a little picture of its flowers, if I can find it. Otherwise, I will just give you a random image. But this species ancestor sheath came with it from a local vendor. Yeah, so she carried this piece of paper with her at the Orchid Society meeting when I got it. About 1 year ago, very same period, this period, as a matter of fact, it was in bloom, full bloom. White blooms with a gorgeous, lovely center. Just replace the very, very dark purple color to the center with this color green instead. So gorgeous flowers, but the same shape. A bit smaller, but the very same shape. You can see its ancestors. Dendrobium nobile, the species is in it. Most part of what's in that one, with a trade name, is the nobile, the species, 28.51. The second largest amount is Dendrobium moniliform. Third largest section is Heterocarpum. And on the fourth place, Finlayanum. And a couple of more, yeah. I looked them up a bit, just for fun, to compare. Nobile, true rester. Moniliform, not a true rester, but a semi-rester. Let it dry out thoroughly between waterings in winter. Decrease the amount of fertilizer. Or stop altogether. But you shouldn't let the plant be kept bone dry for any length of time. Goes for this one. The same goes for this one. Semi-resting orchid. And the fourth one is a bit cooler one, Finlayanum. Cool-grown orchid with a true rest, a severe rest, even more severe than this one, if I understood it all right, the information. An orchid is carrying 2 true resters and 2 semi-resters. What do you do when an orchid looks like this? I'm gonna bring her down to you. She's been sitting up here in the best of lights, the very best spot, best corner. And I had as low as 9 degrees Celsius. Now it's a good 21 down there. So the temperatures outside has risen a lot lately. Yeah, I could feel a little nubbing. And I was so happy. Turned out to be 2 cakeys now. You know why? I discovered that there was a couple of new growth coming. And I wouldn't want them to stop growing. Yes? So I kept it a bit drier. But as soon as I started to water it a bit more again, you can see it's an active growth. Green new root tips. And some new growth coming. All of the smaller ones, the ones with the leaves still on them, are, just a couple of months old. So this is actually, or shall I say, it has actually become this orchid's growing season. So, well, I kept it outside on my balcony with dapple light, quite cool. So, and loads of water during the summer period. And now when it's inside, it's getting cooler, lighter, and brighter, and drier. I thought it would induce flowering, but I couldn't. Well, I didn't want to kill off the new growth, so I couldn't stop watering altogether. So that's why I needed to increase the amount of watering, and look what happened to the nubbins, which I had a lot of hope and expectations for. But it doesn't matter. It shouldn't be much of a flowering anyways, as you can see. So maybe next year these canes can perform. So this is a tricky plant with the major part, Dendrobium nobile, in it. But oh, so good. gorgeous looking plant whilst in bloom. Alright, let us look at another orchid, a true rester, true winter rester. Yeah, let us put her back there where she belongs. Yeah, sitting up there. Now the lights are switched off, yeah, automatically. It's the Dendrobium, Aphyllum, and the hybrid Dendrobium Nestor, red dragon. Let us bring these two guys down. We should take a closer look at them. Two different growing stages when they arrived last autumn. These two orchids I've got from Orchids and More. If I remember correctly, it should be October last year, 23. Yeah? I'm saying yeah. Look, what I found is starting to put out another little new growth. So, it's getting into growth. This Nestor red dragon. Yeah, it's a gorgeous looking plant. It was a good quality plant with lovely, fat, beautiful canes. It's not even leafless yet. Look, and it arrived with a little cakey growing, but I just figured why. I just left it there. Yeah, but no blooms. Well, I didn't expect that, since I had to force this orchid into rest. Much easier for me to keep track of them. But I can see some goodie coming out there. But I strongly doubt that it's a bud. It's a bit too green, isn't it? I'm not sure. It should be a cakey. So this is very prone to create cakes, it seems, this Nestor. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's another one. Do we see any more? No. It's quite early in the season, so it's quite interesting. Well, anyways, but this I didn't really expect, but with the higher temperatures lately, I mean, around 20, yeah, it's a lot higher than the 10, 15, 17 we've been having for several month time. So this guy thinks it's spring. Aphyllum, this gorgeous species, Dendrobium, Aphyllum, Pierardi. So, what about it? Let us see. It's a cakey shit. I can even see that there are short little roots forming there. I thought it would be a bloom. And I haven't watered the Aphyllum at all. I reported it. Yeah, I really did report it. Since it was falling out of its pot, I think that was the case. Reason why I reported it last autumn. But I haven't been given this orchid not a single drop of water. And quite cool temperatures, the coolest temperatures I could ever give an orchid in this very home. So, but it's not much of a plant, is it? It's a quite poor plant, so 3 canes, I mean, it's not much to write home about. So maybe it doesn't have the energy enough to produce flowers at all. And herein lies, not lies, but stands a very reliable non-winter resting orchid, Dendrobium, Sulawensiense, glomeradum, as another name, also a species, should be watered all year round. Blooms for a very, very long time, so this one, we should not be, what's up there? Maybe something's going on even there. I mean, this one shouldn't be drying out at any circumstance, so they differ a lot, even though they look alike. Cane-wise, size-wise, behavior-wise, everything. And even the way the blooms comes out from the canes, like small nubbins growing into a spike. Yeah? I mean, who would have thought that this one shouldn't be a true winter rester as well? It looks like it. It looks like one. Certainly does. But it's not, so you'll be fooled. There's probably some information out there on the web which claims that this one is a true winter rester as well. Wouldn't surprise me the least. Yeah. And if you start watering this guy, well, you can see small nubbins to her. The nubbins will turn fat at the base, and they will become cakey, so no watering until you can see that flowers are opening up and not turning into cakey. So it's more important with the watering regime than with lights and cooler temperatures, I believe. So she merely just started to water her. She's a bit damp, but no drenching of this orchid yet. So might as well put out a couple of more, and an abundant amount of water whilst in growth. And shouldn't be kept totally dry as the flowers are opening up. She needs a bit of energy. When she's only at a nubbing state, nubbing is the beginning of a little spike, yeah, to the pseudobulb here, usually comes up here to the upper part. It's only in the garden centers you can see the blooms coming out from all the way down to the base, yeah. But if you start watering, you'll see some cakeys instead, so it's better to wait, yes? So, I'm very happy about this plant, and I think she's going to do great in here. Maybe. I can at least try. Well, I'm on the right track, yeah. So, yeah, let's jump right over to the next orchid, shall we? So, this one is attempt 3024 on the Ionocidium popcorn Haruri. I don't know. I do not know, but I am gonna succeed. I'm just as stubborn to succeed with this one as I am with the dowiana, cattleya dowiana. So, here's another one on a good mount with a lot of Spanish moss and sinuides. Anyway, best part, of course, there's 2 spikes on her. Yeah, it's an Ionocidium type orchid. It's a hybrid. Yes. It can bloom for a very, very, very long time in a row. And from my experience with these guys, the flowers opens up purple pink. Yes. A solid color, really. And after 1 or 2 weeks, they will slowly turn into a pink, yellow, and white color. And they will look, they will resemble popcorns. So I bet that's where the name came from. Yes. A resemblance of a popcorn. Yes. So, well, it's not the best of plants, but it's still plump. But she surely will lose that leaf. And that one has done its thing already. So it's not the best of plants, but, well, I just thought I'd grab it while I had opportunity. So she's going to be in the cabinet, terrarium, and cabinet orchid. So shouldn't be too fierce with watering. You see, she's in growing stage, yeah. I mean, she can easily rot if given too much water. And if too much water sticks to inside the crown here, or shall we say between the leaves, it will rot. Yeah, that's a bad habit, ugly habit that this orchid carries running. So, of course, a bit of water, spraying every once in a while, but not all damp. So, that's what I discovered after all of my mistakes. So, it's a cross between Gomeza flexuosa, yellow, lovely orchid, yellow flowered one, with more yellow Ionocidium dancing lady type look-alike flowers, yeah? But as she doesn't carry the shape of a dancing lady, really, not really. But what she has been inheriting is the shape, or shall we say the growth habit of the pseudobulbs. It's a climbing one. So is the Gomeza flexuosa, yes. And that one is a very, very difficult orchid. So I guess that's why this one is difficult as well. And there's another one in her, Ionopsis utricularioides. Yeah, never mind that name. I will write it down here instead. So, that one is a white, yeah, it's got a white base color and a bit of purple, markings to it, details. So the shape of the flower on this flowers comes from the Ionopsis. That's all I can say, but if you read about it, they tell you that the flowers comes out yellowish. But mine has never done that. It's been the other way around for all of my failures. Yeah, so that was the bargains for this Orchid Society meeting. So, I hope you're all curious to see what I filmed inside the lovely greenhouses, loads of orchids. But at the beginning of the video, there's going to be a couple of other spectacular plants and cactuses and stuff. So, well, nobody's ever seen this before, except for you guys and we guys attending to the meeting. So, it's a rare opportunity for you to watch. So guys, without further ado, I would strongly encourage you to watch our next video. Well, thanks for watching this video. I hope you like my new orchids just as much as I do. So, well, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, press notification bell, and put down a comment if you want to. Take care. Talk soon. Bye.